Let's go down in our child's pose, big toes touching. And just opening up our upper chest area here. Entire frame of our spine from the tailbone to the crown of our head. We are going to get into our transverses as well as our rectus abdominis muscle groups today. And really getting into our vacuum pose and the flow between the sets, okay? We're getting into our inversions, really trying to activate the endocrine system as well as the pituitary gland, trying to release happy hormones, cortisol, and dopamine, okay? Dopamine rush. Blood supply to the head, to the crown, from the mindfulness, as well as getting into our mobility in our intermediary practice power with the floor. Really getting into flower pose, getting into massaging our internal organs, as well as closing off with a nice pine heart and lung opener variation in those pose. So, get into the position now. We are rotating really our shoulder blades to the opposite end of the mat, and really getting to lifting our sternum so that we're already our backbends here, okay? So we're going to flow now into our heroes supine heart opener and lung opener variation here. Getting into as well as lifting up our hamstrings. So hamstring lift here. Open up the chest, shoulder rotation engaging, getting enough blood supply to the heart and the lungs. Just power is the most purpose. Okay? Now we're going to jump into camel. As well as jumping off into about 3.5 to 4 feet apart, getting into Prasarita. Open up the upper chest, getting into our shoulder rotation. So this form that we're in now is exactly the same form that we're taking into our backbends. Shoulder opener, sternum lifting, as well as getting our back in our inversions. Okay, it's a very good position to have in mind, and to just anchor and we'll refer to it from the day. And getting into our abs, tighten to close into our vacuum pose. Okay, just close it, zip it up, this it back. Good. So we're coming to Asana, 4.5 feet apart, and we're going to jump straight into Prasarita. Opening up our hamstrings here. Shoulders, as well as our sitting bones, the back of the room, the tailbone nicely anchored and suspends into the air, and eventually the crown of our head will come down with the frame of the spine. Good. Sitting bones to the back of the room, and eventually with the airborne will take off. Okay? And as you do so, making sure that we're not holding our breath and just breathing free. Okay? Good. Good. Breathe out. Flex and watch. Good. So we're not in our neck at all, but at all times we are in the upper chest, shoulder rotation that we just connected to in camel, and in our backbends here. We lift up the sternum and support our torso. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we come to the front just to give you a little picture of what the abs are doing as we're flowing here, okay? Just pay attention to the abs and the muscle groups, the transverses as well as our rectus abdominis. Now vacuum pose. Try to tighten them up. Holding the abs in our vacuum pose and just breathe. Breathe in, breathe into that space. Good, good. Come out. You might try tripod here. And go. Just pay attention to the abs as they tighten in. Beautiful. Abs is our focus for the day. pose, giving us much latitude here. Beautiful. Come down. Nice and control. So I need you to try one on the second side. So we see that the diaphragm of our body is connected. It is activated when we come into our inversions. We just getting all the health benefits that comes in. And with this routine, try to eat a lot of protein-rich foods. As the body gets a nice detoxing effect from our inversions here, okay? Good. Hold it in. Breathe in. Good. So we're not in our neck wall, we're in the upper chest area. Just flowing freely here. Breathing in and out. Side body. Side body. Good. Come down. Beautiful. Woo. Now, here we get to our side body headstands here in tripod. Just breathe as an anchor our breath. Open up. Back into wheel. In time, the spine will form a perfect bow, allowing us to flow much freely here, okay? Set bridge pose. Lift up the torso. Breathe. Oh. Stay right up here. Vacuum pose. Getting a nice activation here. Just do the second side. Back flip from our headstand. And as you shoot up. Ooh. Did you see the topsy-turvy of my lift? It was not balanced. Really, let's try to anchor the elbows as we shoot up, so they shouldn't be at all. We just makes them more balanced, okay? As well as it's very good for the eyes as well to be inverted, as blood flows to the eyes as well. Squeeze in. Out. Upper chest area. It's a nice tilt. Good. And then into wheel pose. So good. So in time, the spine will form a perfect roll as we wheel. Get centered. Come down. Let me just hug our legs in. Might take a tight vision here. Just get into our hips. Give it a nice release here. And we come into a heavy baby. Open into the space. So we're closing off here